Wish TV is proud to honor teachers in Central Indiana
She is an inspiration to all of us.
He's always smiling.
who go above and beyond,
He's done so many things for so many people.
He's inspirational.
making a difference,
He's always taught me to believe in myself and never get down on myself.
Everybody's biggest cheerleader.
and deserving of recognition for their outstanding efforts in
I
education.
love the people that I work with, and to know that I've made an impact on somebody's life, it is truly a great honor.
It's an honor. I love what I do, and the kids are the ones who make it work. I'm like just so taken aback because I love them so much. The fact that, they love me just as much just means a lot. Sorry, you're gonna have to cut that part out.
And you are our winner.
Oh, thank you so much.
From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Golden Apple Awards podcast.
Hi, Hannah Mordeau here. This month's winner is Miss Hima Camarata from Lawrence North High School. She goes by Sita, but a lot of kids know her as the TikTok teacher. Go back, listen to our last podcast. You're going to understand why. She's been teaching in the Spanish immersion program for 20 years. Students say she's always high energy and talkative, but she was speechless when we went to surprise her. It all went really fast, so I brought her back here on the podcast. Sita, welcome to the podcast. Good morning.
Good morning.
So this is the Monday after Golden Apple aired last week. How are you feeling? How's everything settling in?
I feel amazing. I feel very grateful for everything that has happened. Because I think I needed it. After 20 years in this profession, sometimes you don't realize what you do. So I think this is like a big sign saying, keep going, you're doing right.
It was remarkable reading through all your nominations. I couldn't even give them all to you or put them all out there, but so many of the students were from over the course of years. Some had you in middle school, some since you've moved to the high school, some are gone in college now. You've been teaching for a long time. What does that feel like to see from students the impact that you've had over the years?
Well, I think what I see, I think the love that I give them continues through their own life. Because for me, education is more than just teaching standards, just teaching curriculum. For me, is to make these people world citizens, to make them good persons, and make them to enjoy life and be happy. So that's really my goal every time I step in the classroom. Doesn't matter what I need to teach, but I want to make sure everybody's happy after my class, or I made everybody smile, or at least that they know I'm there for them, even if I couldn't make them smile that day. So I think that keeps going with them, like I was there by their side no matter what.
The TikToks, we called you the TikTok teacher, and that makes me smile looking at your page, and it was a lot of fun doing the TikTok with you. I'm in TV, I'm on social media for work, and even I had trouble getting into the TikTok world. What made you approach this and be willing to do this with your students?
Well, that's another thing, because they always have me for everything. So the year that they started Sita, you need to be on TikTok. I'm like, why? And they're like, because you're funny. You're always doing a stupid thing. So let's do TikToks. I'm like, but I don't know, because I hate technology. I hate it. But I'm like, I don't know how to create the account or anything. Oh, we'll do it for you. I'm like, okay, let's do it. And I think it's a way to connect with them. And then every time, every day I come and they find me in the hall with everybody like, Sita, TikTok. I'm like, yeah, we need to do one, because, our goal is to do one every day. So I think it's really a way to connect with them. I started that just, like to have fun. But now I'm really seeing it, like it really connects with them. Like it's a world. Like seeing their teacher there and doing things with them, I think it makes them proud of me, actually.
Oh, I love that. I've done these stories for a while, and a key to a lot of the teachers is their ability to connect with students. You've been teaching for a while. Why is that so crucial in education, to first connect with these kids?
Well, these kids are human beings. They have a lot at home. They have a lot of problems. Nowadays, being a teenager sucks. It sucks because they have so much going on. The world is upside down. So what we don't want them to feel coming to school is like it's a pain. I need to go to school. So they spend more hours here than at home. So we need to make this like it's home, they're learning, but I think it's crucial for adults to be there by them because you don't know what they have in their house. Some of our kids, they just go home and they feel abandonment. They are just there by themselves all day. They don't have an adult to trust. Some of them are abused. Some of them have nothing to eat. They have fear. So I think nowadays, 2025, we really need to be there for them because they don't have, most of them don't have anything.
You're a mom, so you can relate to that, what it's like to have a child. How do you think that's helped you be an even better teacher?
You know, my daughter is 9 years old, and then I actually became a mom because, I mean, I wanted. I was in that time of my life that I'm like, I'm ready. But then I still remember these kids. We were in middle school. They were seventh graders, and they were looking at me like, Sita, you know, this little one, Sita, you would be such an amazing mom. I was like, really? And they were like, yes, come on, you need to be a mom. And that's when, you know, I was already there, like, I really want a kid. But I think I still remember that. And I'm like, I need to be a mom. And then I got pregnant that year. And yes, being a mom, it taught me how these kids feel at home. It taught me these kids need love. And this is the same. When I go to Parents Teachers Conference for my daughter, the only thing I ask is she happy? She will get math later. She will get the reading later. Is she happy? Because nowadays, I think the most important for all our kids and even adults is to smile and be happy.
20 years of this, you've seen things change. You've seen the way that you teach students change. You're embracing that technology with TikTok. How do you change with the times and with education?
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't changed a lot. I don't believe in technology, especially for second language. You know, like if I give them this technology to my kids, they will never think by themselves. They will never use the second language because they will be using translator, Google, and they will never do anything. So for me, I really, really continue the same way. Open your notebook, you're gonna take notes, I'm gonna explain in the board, and you're gonna do all these exercises on paper.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I change like in connections and relationships, but the teaching mode, I keep going my thing.
They said you have some of the highest AP testing in the district when it comes to Spanish. You're in the Spanish immersion program. So we're talking, I mean, I was listening in your class. This isn't simple Spanish. This is like high tech, high end.
This is actually the AP Spanish literature course, which is, I think, is one of the toughest exams in AP because it's not just Spanish. Like Spanish language is different, but Spanish literature is really what I'm teaching in this course. It's really what I was studying in Spain when I grew up. It's really the same. So it's tough, but I mean, and again, with love, respect. These kids know my expectations, and this is the good thing. They know my expectations. This is why I can joke and be funny because they know the limit. They know, because if not, I'm completely opposite. I'm really strict, and they know.
Yeah.
That's why we have that bond that we know when to stop.
Yeah. Get to business when it's time for business.
Yeah.
You mentioned Spain. Can you tell us about how you grew up and got into teaching?
So, you know, I'm from Spain, like 100% in Spain. I did, so when I was 18, I came to United States as a Chinese student, and I lived for 1 year in Portland, in Oregon, with American family, you know, living the American dream, the American movies, because I saw the movie Grease when I was little, and I loved it. And I said, Mom, I want to go there. And she's like, oh, Jesus. And then, so when I was 18, my mom was like, what are you going to do next year in college? I'm like, I want to go to United States. And then finally I convinced her, and I came as a Chinese student, and I loved it. So I went back to Spain. You know, I did my college degree in Spain. I got a degree in English. And then before I was done, I came to Minnesota for a year to University of St. Catherine to be a teaching assistant, and I loved it. And then I went back, I did my PhD courses, and then I started to work as a English teacher in Spain in a private school. So I was there for 3 years. And I was like, well, is this it? Like, this is my life. I'm like, no, I need to do more. So I applied for this. It's like a scholarship, not really like it's like an exchange program with the Ministry of Education of Spain, and it's called Visiting Teachers. So I came. I told my mom, I'm like, Mom, it's only for a year, and she's like, you're right. So my visa was really for 3 years. So every year, so I applied, I got it. I wanted to go to Boston, really, but there was no positions there. And then, so I ended up here in Lawrence at Craig Middle School, and I loved it. And I said, Mom, I'm going to stay another year. She's like, I know. And I said,
I
Mom,
know.
I'm going to stay, this is just 3 years. I will stay there. I know, honey. And then, 20 years later, I'm still here.
Yeah, so it worked out. One of your students told me a story like you thought, okay, I'll pick Indy because Indy 500.
Yes, they called me actually, and in that time sorry, we have fire drill.
Oh no.
Yes, but I can say.
Okay.
We didn't have internet, and I was actually in Madrid. So the responsible for the embassy called me, and he's like, Gemma, we don't have positions for Boston. Camila, go. Oh yeah. We don't have positions for Boston, Indiana or Ohio. I'm like, what? Where is that? I had no clue. I'm like, can I tell you Monday when I, do research on internet and stuff? He's like, no, you need to tell me now. I'm like, I don't know. And then, I thought about the Indy 500. I'm like, if they have the race, they must have life. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, no, I'm not sure. Don't ask me again.
Done. It's done. 20 years
and then
later.
I ended up here.
Amazing, amazing. So it's been a journey. Tell me what you want people to take away from your story in terms of teaching and students, because we really do need so many teachers. It's an industry where there are fewer and fewer people going into it.
Yep. I wanted to know that every time you step in a classroom, there are 30 hearts looking at you, and you can change their lives forever. You change their lives every single day, and you go to bed feeling happy because you know you are doing something for every single one, every single day. And that's really what fills me with energy. It keeps me going to know that I'm here for them. And that's like, they always say teaching, and they need to, but the way the students look at a teacher as their role model, as their safe person, as their support, that's the biggest reward in life. I think that's the biggest.
We highlighted also that you not only support the students in your class, but you go to support Best Buddies and students at the Grind coffee shop. Why make that a part of your daily routine?
They really make my life. I promise you. Every time I step there, I feel better because they are happy people. They teach me every day a lesson. They teach me that we complain for so many things, and we shouldn't. We should be thankful every day. We should be helping everybody every day, and we should be happy and enjoy life to the fullest. Seriously, every time I step there, I'm like, yes, thank you for reminding me that we need to enjoy life and to be completely grateful with everything we have.
Yeah, simple things. I was smiling the whole time we were in there, and they're like, here's a coffee, try this sweet, they were so kind.
They're the best.
Yeah, I really enjoyed getting to see that program. I noticed since putting up our video of our TikTok and then the story, so many former students commented saying, Sita was my teacher when, and Sita, I loved her at this time, and really got a lot of traction on social media. What were you hearing from your students after the story aired?
The same, Sita, you are the best. You deserve this so much. Like I got so many texts from parents and students that they were crying, that they couldn't stop crying. I'm like, I cry every time I watch it. I think it was really, you know, I think it was very special for everybody because they know after, and these kids have been with me forever, like 6 years, 3 years, 2 years. And they know I'm 100% for them. Like anything that happens at home, anything that happens with their kids, they could trust me. They would always call me and say, Sita, I need you to keep an eye on him, or I need to keep an eye, this is going on. So they know, I think my parents, my families feel well that the kids, they know I'm here. So they know anything that happens, Sita is there. It doesn't matter. So, like, I received some, like, everybody crying, like, emotion. Like, even in Spain, like, everybody, they want to get me in the news in Spain, in my city. So, I need to send it to you too. Like, it's being crazy.
Well, let's make it happen. Send it to Spain and get it on the TV there. I'd love that.
Yeah.
Finally, you mentioned your parents of the students in your class. What do you want parents that hear this and see your story? What should parents take away?
My parents or the parents of the students?
Parents of the students, parents of any students, like if they're listening to our conversation.
I mean, the parents of the students are really like part of a family. They've been knowing me forever, for 20 years because I had a lot of siblings. I had, Lawrence. We are like a very close community, so they all know Sita. So I think parents are finally realizing, yes, she deserves this, and it's about time she gets the recognition that she needed.
Yeah. You had a tough year last year, and we don't need to get into the details, but it seems like sometimes teachers pour into others, and not everybody pours into them. And we really hope that this helped pour into you.
This was great. Like, even though, my kids, because they know me, like, as soon as Sita doesn't make noise in the building, that something is off.
Yeah.
And I was for 3 months not making noise. So everyone, like, the whole atmosphere in the building was off. Because, Sita was just here crying. Like, I couldn't even teach. So I came, like, my partner kicked me out of the blue and say, go buy a house with my daughter. And I was like, what? I'm also doing a master.
Wow.
In, like, for principal, for leadership as an international student. So that's my visa now. So I'm paying every semester like $15,000.
Wow.
So he knew I was doing this. Then I had to buy a house, find a place to live.
So it's been a hard journey.
It was horrible. But you know what? Like, they did a GoFundMe. My kids did a GoFundMe to help me going. All my parents helped me. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm part of a family here in Lawrence. Some of them are like my own parents. They take care of me like a daughter.
No. I thought something of note too that was interesting. Obviously, we featured Sydney, who was our winner last year, as one of your coworkers now, a former student, but 2 of the 11 teachers,
Three of
they
them
told me
are
2.
Yep.
So 3 of the 11 teachers were your former students that are in the Spanish immersion program in your school currently.
Yeah.
So what does that feel like to see them grow up and now teach this same subject and program as you?
I love it because since they were little, I never expected to be teaching with my own students. So now, like, seeing them into education, because they were like, when they were in college, can I be your teaching assistant? Can I be because they were like teaching assistant for me when they were in high school. And then student teachers, they were my student teachers. And then now they're my colleagues. So I've seen how they have been growing into this and getting, like, one of the best teachers in the building. That makes me feel like, okay, I'm leaving my legacy here, so I will be fine when I need to retire or I need to go.
Yeah, you're inspiring future teachers.
Yeah.
And that's what we need.
Yeah.
Was there anything else you want us to know about you?
No, that I keep going every day for these kids.
And we can follow you on TikTok.
Yes, now you can follow me today I'm ready to do one. I'm ready to go to the grind. I'm ready to do a TikTok. Like, fine.
Well, I can't wait to see what is next for you, Sita. But thank you for all that you do, and thank you
Thank you.
for letting us surprise you and do this story. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. That was very special.
Sita is amazing, and we are thrilled to see what's ahead for her. From Wish TV, I'm Hannah Mordeau. We're going to continue honoring teachers here in Central Indiana who go above and beyond to shape students and change lives. So if you have a teacher who deserves to be nominated, please tell us all about them. Just go to wishtv.com/goldenapple. Then listen here to see who our next winner is on the All Indiana Podcast Network.
The Wish TV Golden Apple Awards podcast. Nominate a teacher and learn more at wishtv.com now. Be sure to follow and subscribe to this podcast and discover even more great podcasts now on the All Indiana Podcast Network at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.